Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're doing something pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
We're going way back, looking at an ancient myth, the Tower of Babel.
Ah, okay. Genesis.
Right. And then we're going to rocket straight into, well, right now, the 21st century.
To see how it connects.
Exactly. To explore how AI, machine learning, all that stuff is really shaking up how we communicate.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
The big question is, are we sort of heading towards a digital Pentecost? Fixing that ancient language problem?
Reversing the curse, so to speak?
Or is there maybe a darker side to making language so fluid?
It's fascinating, isn't it? How these old stories still resonate. The Tower of Babel, Genesis 11. It's what scholars call an etiological myth.
Meaning that it explains something?
Exactly. It tries to explain why things are the way they are. In this case, why we have so many languages. The story goes, everyone spoke one language.
Unified.
Yeah, and they got ambitious, decided to build this incredible tower, reaching right up to the heavens to, make a name for themselves.
Right, classic human ambition. And there were consequences for that.
Oh, definitely. Hubris, the story says. So divine intervention happens.
Then, boom.
Confusion, the confusion of tongues. People suddenly couldn't understand each other, and they scattered across the earth.
And the name Babel.
Yeah, it's linked probably to the Hebrew balal.
Yeah.
Means to confuse.
Which sounds like babbling. Makes sense.
It does. But it wasn't just about, vocabulary lists. The story suggests it caused deeper problems.
Like what?
Suspicion between groups. Tribalism. Real fragmentation.
Okay, so that sets the stage. A deep, ancient division. Now, fast forward, AI, real-time translation.
It just does feel like a direct response, almost.
It reminds me so much of Douglas Adams, the Babelfish.
Yes, from Hitchhiker's Guide.
The little fish you stick in your ear and instantly understand anything. We're kind of getting that, aren't we? Minus the fishy insertion.
The analogy is, pretty spot on. Modern AI, especially with these neural networks.
The ones modeled on the brain.
Loosely, yes. They're creating these invisible, almost instantaneous bridges between languages. Think about those in-ear translators you see now.
Yeah, amazing tech. Two people talking different languages, understanding each other immediately.
Exactly.
It almost sounds perfect. So where's this digital Pentecost really taking off? What are the big positives you see? Global connections, science.
Oh, the progress is just huge. Monumental, really. Imagine researchers across the globe sharing data, insights instantly. No language barrier.
That would accelerate things incredibly.
Absolutely. And think about trade, smoothing out international business,
Yeah.
or just democratizing information, making knowledge available to anyone, anywhere in their own language.
It really does feel like we could be overcoming that old Babel problem.
It certainly seems that way on the surface.
Okay, here comes the but. Is it a perfect fix? Is our AI Babelfish maybe missing something from Adams's version? Are there, downsides? The dark side?
You're right to push on that. Because when you zoom out, there are complications. Big ones, potentially. Well, for one, think about linguistic diversity. AI models need data, tons of it. And that data overwhelmingly comes from high-resource languages, English, Mandarin, Spanish.
So what happens to the smaller languages? The thousands of others?
That's the worry.
Yeah.
Do they get left behind? Do we risk losing all that cultural richness, those unique ways of seeing the world embedded in language, a sort of global monoculture?
And just because the grammar is right doesn't mean the meaning is right, does it?
Precisely. AI might give us a very convincing illusion of understanding. But what about nuance? Irony, humor, cultural context, history?
Stuff that's really hard to translate anyway. Could AI just smooth it over, make us think we get it when we actually don't? Misinterpretations become invisible.
It's a real risk. And then there's the cognitive side. What happens if we stop trying to learn languages?
You mean the brain benefits? Learning new ways to think.
Yeah, exactly. There's real value in that mental exercise, that different perspective. Are we just sort of outsourcing a crucial human skill, letting our linguistic muscles atrophy?
That's a really important point. So if we take Babel not just as a language thing, but as you said, about deeper human divisions, what does this all mean now with these powerful tools?
Well, we have to acknowledge the leap. AI translation is incredible. It's like that Babelfish, offering amazing potential for connection.
But it's not the whole story.
No. Because the original Babel curse, if you want to call it that,
Hmm.
wasn't just about words being different. It was maybe more about our tendency to divide, to misunderstand each other on a deeper level.
So just understanding the words doesn't automatically mean we understand the person, their perspective, their heart.
Exactly. That takes more than an algorithm.
Right. So the tower, maybe the language barrier part of it is crumbling thanks to tech, but the responsibility, that's still on us, isn't it?
More than ever, perhaps. How we choose to use these tools, what we build together now that the confused tongues aren't the main obstacle. That's the human element.
So true understanding needs that continued effort from us. Engaging critically with the tech, yes, but also valuing the messy, diverse human experience itself.
Absolutely. It's not just about processing words, it's about connecting minds and cultures.
Yeah.
And that requires conscious human effort.